Okay, so type of addresses we have already seen. Okay, about MAC address. Okay, yeah, MAC address. What is a MAC address?
Physical address.
Physical address of a machine cannot be changed. Physical address. Okay. So about physical address, what we can say? We can say hard coded. Okay, those all things we have seen. Cannot be changed. Cannot be changed. Then example also is there, MAC address. Now, in case of IPv4, we have seen that how we can write the IPv4. IPv4, we have the dotted decimal notation. Means we separate the octets with the dots, like 192 dot, 168 dot, right? In case of IPv6, we use columns, like 2001 colon, then 0010 colon, right? What about the MAC address? How MAC address is written? You know how to check the MAC address of a system? See, there are a few ways to check. One is open your command prompt, and inside the command prompt, you can say get MAC. That will give you all the MAC addresses with your system. Okay, with all the network adapters that are available in your system. Let's say this. So let's say I will copy this MAC address. Okay, this is all the MAC address. This is one way. Let me paste it here. Done. Second way, what you can do, you can say IP config. This command is there to check the IP configuration of your system if you want to check the IPs. So with all the adapters, whatever the adapters are there in your system. So with all the adapters, whatever is the IP address, let's say this is 172.16, 237.1, 204.1, like this. All the addresses are there. Okay. So with these addresses, I mean, IP config is going to show you all the addresses. Then if you want MAC address and DNS, all the details. In that case, what you can do, you can say IP config /all. You can give this command. And then it will give you more information, like even your physical address, it will give you IPv6 link local address, IPv4 subnet mask, then DHCP server, DNS server, all this information it will provide. It means more information. Okay, so from here also you can get the MAC address. Then other way, you can open your network configuration. You can go to the run and say ncpa.cpl. Okay. This is a shortcut to open your network connections. These are all the network connections. So let's say right now I'm connected over the Wi-Fi. So just double click it, go to the details, and here you will find your physical address. These are the different ways to check the MAC address. Okay. Now, if we check the MAC address notation here. Okay, so what is the notation here? You see, I'm using which? Not dot, not colon, but hyphen. Okay. So we cannot say that always hyphen is used. This thing varies with the operating system. Right now we are using Windows. So that's why we say it like this. If this was a Linux operating system, it would show you like this, colon. In case of Linux operating system, it will show you with the colon. Okay. And if it is Cisco operating system, let's say router or switch operating system, in that case, you'll see it like dot, like this. Okay. So this is in the Windows operating system. Okay. This is with Linux operating system. And this notation is with Cisco iOS. And this is Linux OS. And this is Windows OS. So when you're, sometimes these things are asked in the interviews. Okay. That which one is the correct MAC address. So this thing depends with the notation, like operating system, that how your MAC address will be displayed. Windows you have seen. If you want to see Cisco IOS also, first note it down, then I'll show you. Note it. Done. Okay. See, Windows we have seen. This thing I copied from my Windows only. Okay. Next, let me show you Cisco. Okay, so I'll show you the packet tracer. This is the software that we'll be using for the practice purpose. And in the meantime, let me also open the Linux. Let's say, for example, this is a router. Let me open it. Okay, right now, do not need to worry about what all the commands and how. We will discuss everything. See, this is the notation. Do you see dot? Right? And like I said, sometimes it will be given with the BIA, burned in address. Okay, so this burned in address is the actual hard coded MAC address. Okay, because this thing sometimes you can change, but this burned in address you cannot change. So that's why we say it is hard coded. Okay, so here we have the dot notation, and let me show you the Linux operating system also. The MAC address, here it is, hardware address. If not visible, no, see here. Hardware address. Okay, so here it uses the colon notation. Here. This thing is clear. So this thing depends with the operating system, and accordingly your MAC address notation will change. But mostly you will see with hyphen, colon, and dot. Okay.